course, both teams battling injuries coming into this one.
Yeah, so you know what that means, Kevin. You have an opportunity, if you're a reserve, to perhaps gain some repetition in the midst of an important game. The battle, the mantra, that next man up mentality is going to be on display tonight for this team. And let's see, Kevin, do they take advantage of their opportunity?
Good things to look forward to. Here is Rose. After the made shot from Bradley Beal. He can't get that one. Takes it off the glass.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Here's Rose. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Mikhailuk. Yep, it counts.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
The drive by Beal. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's now 6 points for Bradley Beal.
This, to me, is one of Bradley Beal's advantages. The defense has got to respect the perimeter jump shot, and that sets up that dribble drive.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Pass to Maker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
No, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be. That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
To the paint. Mahimi. Detroit with the rebound.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Washington. And even though he came into the league at the age of 19 out of the University of Florida, Beal has been a scorer since the get-go.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league as a sweet shooting two-guard. He has worked his way into being a tremendous playmaker. Year over year, his overall offensive game has gotten so much better.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Wizards. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Here's Walton. Pass to Snell. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Smith.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Outside, Beal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
When he first came into the NBA, many thought Bradley Beal would be a mostly catch-and-shoot shooting guard. But this guy is proven he can definitely shoot, but there's so much more to his game. He can create for others. He can get himself off on the bounce. He is a terrific all-around guy now.
And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Bradley Beal's playmaking ability is drastically improved. Nice drive on that one.
And with Beal doors, he's been more aggressive at attacking the rim.
And Kevin, it's worked out for him because he's gotten to the line more, and that allows you to become a consistent scoring presence, where the dynamic nature of Beal's offensive game has really elevated.
And the rejection by Mahinmi.
And this is what you like about Ian Mahinmi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Beal. It's blocked. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Out to Smith. This one for three. Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game. Both shots good from the stripe.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Hachimura. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Walton missing. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw drops for Napier. And both free throws good for Napier.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
To the inside. Henson lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, great look there. Credit Galloway with the vision to spot the open man.
And that's his 2nd foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
For Washington, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good.
We have seen Bradley Beal take on more of a leadership role lately. This guy wants to prove he can put a team on those big-time shoulders of his.
Inside, here's Henson. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Up in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Now, here's Napier. Count that bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Maker. Doumbouya with it. Napier covering. To the middle. And the dunk by Maker.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Boy, don't you love how Derrick Rose resurrected his career last season. What a surprise and a bright spot for the T-Wolves. He looked like a completely rejuvenated player.
So both teams changing it up here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Napier. And the layup's good off the glass. Napier's got 4 this quarter. And for Rose, he looked refreshed and changed in how he approached his game.
You know what, Kevin? I think he is just a much more patient and smart basketball player. His 3-ball was so improved, and the shot selection was terrific. Turnovers were down, just improvement across the board.
Payton outside.
You know, with his strength, there are very few offensive players who are going to be able to bully Galloway on defense.
Maker controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Maker's got 6.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Here's Brown. Got a piece of it. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Mykhailiuk can't get it to go. Wizards leading by 8. Payton's shot is off.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Napier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. He hits both from the stripe. And timeout called. Dwayne Casey has had enough. Detroit trails by 10. And Rose wide open. He shoots. Drains the 3-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
I think Derrick Rose is feared as a driver of the basketball, but boy, that 3-point shot has come a long way.
Now here's Brown. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Maker. Here's Galloway. Washington with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Throws it up high. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Here's Beal. Off target with the open look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Walton. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Now it's just a 3-point Wizards lead.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Now Beal lays it up and banks it in. Beal's got 21.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
They get it back. Nice ball movement by Washington. Down low. Here's Mahinmi. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Kevin, you do not have to be a gifted scorer. Ian Mahinmi willing to create offense, working hard on the offensive window.
Brown wide open. He fires. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Wizards lead by 5. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. There's Rose with the 3. Washington leading now by 5. Smith outside. Pass to Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
This guy's in attack mode. Bradley Beal taking it strong.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That's what I've done." So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Here's Smith, following the bucket by the Pistons. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
Now here's Beal. He's got 23. And the call will be against Thon Maker. That's his first foul. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Beal drives in. And Maker sends it back. One-on-one here. Got a hand on it. Left side, Beal. Lets it go from the wing. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Brown with the bounce pass. Beal with the steal. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. It's Beal on the wing. Here's the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. Beal's got 25 points in the game.
Soft floating jumper from Beal right there, adding to his offensive attack. Seemed to totally catch the defense by surprise.
Wizards leading by 5. Here's Bonga. And Mahinmi now atop the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
That's how it's done, my man. Jan Mahinmi attacks the rim. No one gets in his way.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
So both teams making some changes here. Detroit trails by 7. Detroit no good that time either. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Washington. They've led by as many as 11 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
A 3 ball. Wood can't hit.
And